Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Patriots Real-Time Podcast. I'm your host, Theo Deesnaus, joined alongside Austin Ray. And today we are talking about a Patriots win. The Patriots taking down the Bears 19-3 at Soldier Field. Austin, how did it feel to get that win yesterday, and how are you doing today?
That win was amazing, much needed, and I'm doing pretty good though. My computer is causing me to crash out a little bit.
Austin, a crash out. But, so the Patriots pick up a W in the Windy City yesterday. Like I said, 19-3. We'll get into the 3 up and 3 down. We got some news to talk about, some non-Patriots news that I want to talk about. It kind of involves the Patriots, but not really, but kind of. But yeah, let's get into the 3 up, the 3 down, and that's it. Austin, what was your first up?
All right, my first up was Drake May.
Drake May?
I feel like he looked much better than he did against the Titans.
Wait, Drake May?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
I know. This is weird. Of course, he didn't play amazing, but he looked much better than he did against the Titans. He didn't look like a rookie. Of course, he had some very bad plays, but his wide receivers were not getting open, and that sort of showed. But he still extended plays and got some good yardage, stepped up in the pocket a bit, and was able to sort of convert on some things.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that more later. I got my number one good. It's going to be the pass rush. You got 9 sacks.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And I talked about this on the in-person pod, that you have the worst pass rush in the NFL, but when 4 of the 5 starters are out for the other team on the offensive line, you're going to get home no matter how bad your pass rush is. Because you have some guys. I doubted Keon White. He didn't have the greatest game, but he got a sack, I believe. Half a sack, maybe. But even if you got some guys, just a guy, some Jags on your team, just a guy, you're going to get home. Tavai, Farms, Wise, all good days. Oh, that scared me. It was a pillow. Okay. Sorry. Tavai, Farms, and Wise, all good days. Wise actually left the game early with an injury, but Farms, easily the best day of his career, as the broadcast pointed out. And then, Tavai, he second straight day or game where he's had a good game. And yeah, that's my number one up. Austin, what was number 2 for you on the up list?
My number 2 is my boy Del Pettis.
Our boy.
Our boy Del Pettis. He's Theo, you put me on Del Pettis 100%. Yeah. But he's the GOAT. He had a couple pass breakups. It was good to see him get sort of involved in the game because I feel like he's always off to the side. Never really see him do much, but he had some good pass breakups and some key plays. Which is I think it was his best game of the year.
For sure. Yeah, he had the sack too. He had a sack.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he had a nice pass breakup on Cole Kmet. That was really nice. And I'm going to talk about another safety that doesn't usually get on the field. It's going to be Brendan Schooler. He's another guy on my good list. Not just Brendan Schooler, but the use of Brendan Schooler. Usually Brendan Schooler is an elite. He's probably going to be an all-pro this year for special teams. He's the best gunner in the league by far. But using him as a quarterback spy, and you know me, I don't watch the film. Like, you don't either, but, I'm not a film. I don't know formations. I don't know what cover 2 is versus cover 5. But I did know that Schooler was spying the quarterback, so I was like, wow, I'm pretty smart. But he was spying the quarterback. He got a coverage sack, or a spy sack, maybe not a coverage sack, but I don't know. But his first sack at any level, so that's Pee Wee, high school, and college, so interesting, or the NFL. He contained Caleb, clap it up for the schooler. And then he contained Caleb Williams well. I thought he contained him well. Caleb wasn't able to extend plays with his legs, which is his best trait probably, although he does throw the ball really hard. I don't know if you saw that. Caleb Williams throws the ball really hard. What was number 3 for you?
The entire defense altogether. I think the defense, in my opinion, this was their best game of the season. They had, 9 sacks total?
Mm-hmm.
Or not, something like that.
Total 9 sacks.
They're getting to the quarterback. Even though they didn't have their entire offensive line, they were still just like cutting through like butter. And there was some pretty good coverage. There were a couple plays that we let out, but the coverage overall, I'd say, was pretty good. And I think the entire defense contributed to this game.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think you can have. Oh, my next good's on the offense, but I don't remember what your first. Oh, Drake May. Yeah, I didn't think the offense was good at all, really, except for my next good, which we can transition to right now. But before we do that, yeah, I agree with the defense. Like we've been talking about it, Brendan Schooler, the pass rush, Christian Gonzalez is good, and then I had an honorable mention, but they stopped the run well. They haven't been able to stop the run. DeAndre Swift is a better running back than some of the guys that you've faced, Tank Bigsby and Jordan Mason. And they were able to stop him. He had 16 carries, 59 yards, averaging 3.7 yards per carry. And the Bears rushed for 73 yards total, so that is very good for the Patriots' run defense. Yeah, a big part of that, like I mentioned earlier, was Farms. But anyways, let's get into my third good, or up, or whatever you want to call it. The run game getting going. Did Ramondre Stevenson have
Yeah.
the greatest game of all time? No. He had 20 carries for 74 yards, rushing for 3.7 a carry, which isn't great. But it's better than what they've had. They had like 15 yards on the ground last week outside of Drake May. Let's get into sorry. Hold on. Let's take a break. Deep breath. JaMychal Hasty, 6 carries, 20 yards, 3.3 yards per carry. And then Antonio Gibson, 5 carries, 26 yards, 5.2 per carry. So a good day from the running game overall. But let's get into my first bad, the lack of youth.
Wait, real quick.
No, I had the
I just
perfect
want to.
transition. Okay.
That's my bad. That's my
Oh, you're
bad.
good, you're good.
It's if your first bad, it's the lack of use of Antonio Gibson. I'm gonna disagree with that. Is that your first bad?
That would be my first bad. They didn't use him enough.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with that. So, I was listening to the game. They're like, they were praising the coaching for that because they're saying Antonio Gibson. We had a fresh pair of legs going against a tired defense, and that Antonio Gibson not getting
Yeah, but he's
playing
better than
like the
JaMychal Hasty. He should be out there. Yeah, JaMychal Hasty should be your fresh pair of legs. If
Yeah,
you
I
value
agree, but
Hasty over him, then he should be your fresh pair. He should be better than Antonio Gibson.
I don't think that's why they put JaMychal Hasty in. JaMychal Hasty, he didn't play that much.
He had more carries than Gibson.
Yeah, that's fair. But I feel like Antonio Gibson, they put him in because he's a similar style runner as Ramondre
No,
Stevenson.
not even close.
So
I heard the broadcast say that. They're not even close. Similar.
I think that they are.
Gibson
Personally.
Gibson isn't big, though. And Ramondre can break tackles. Antonio Gibson cannot break tackles. Gibson's a great pass catcher. Ramondre's an okay pass catcher. Gibson he's an elite pass catcher from the backfield. I'm not saying he's like a wide receiver. And I'm not saying he's Christian McCaffrey, but he can catch the ball. And I just like punched myself in the face there. But yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I just think you need to use Antonio Gibson more, but he could have been hurt. One drive. He literally only played on one drive. He came out after that drive. But yeah. Austin, what was number one bad for you?
All right, so for me, I had some trouble doing the bads, but my first bad is not the wide receivers, but the lack of separation. I feel like the wide receivers when they were separated, there were some catches, there were some good plays. Jalen Polk got his first touchdown.
Second.
That's awesome.
Second.
It's not his first touchdown.
We were
in a while.
there when he scored
In a
his first
while,
touchdown.
yeah. First touchdown in a while, which he needed for the steam and all that stuff. But I just think there was no separation. There was a lot of times where Drake May, he had plenty of time in the pocket, but no one was open. And then we're like, oh, why isn't he throwing the ball? But then they cut to downfield, and there's like, everyone was like, 2 guys on them somehow. I don't know how that's mathematically possible, but it looked like it. I just feel like we just need to work on that separation right there.
Yeah, I agree. Just got to be faster and quicker, and that'll get into my third bad, but let's go into my second bad. You mentioned it early. Actually, no. Let's round it out with this. So round it out with the third bad. Okay, anyways. I'm confusing today. All right, Kendrick Bourne was benched. That's my second bad. He was told by the team yesterday he wouldn't play. Not sure why. I don't understand why. He had his best game of the season against Tennessee, and they said they wanted to get the young guys out there, but KJ Osborne played, I believe, the second most snaps out of any receiver. Could be wrong. Douglas could have played a little bit more, but it was close. Osborne played 32 snaps on Sunday. Bourne played 0. Now, is Kendrick Bourne older than KJ Osborne? Yes, but I don't think KJ Osborne's part of the future. There's a bug right there. Hold on, I gotta get that. All right. Sorry. I just killed a bug. And here it goes in my hand. Oh, it's still alive. All right. Sorry. All right. Yeah, Osborne played 32 snaps. But another thing that I have to say is that you got to get Demario Douglas on the field. He's playing less than half of the snaps every game. I don't know if he just has like a Anthony Richardson tired thing going on, but Booty is the only guy that consistently plays the entire game. I don't understand why. Like, Demario Douglas is your best receiver. Kendrick Bourne's your second best receiver. Actually, debatable, but with Kayshon Boutte. But I don't understand why Kayshon Boutte's the only guy playing like 97. Kayshon Boutte played 97% of the offensive snaps. The rest of them were like 60-50 receivers. I don't understand. Yeah. All right, what was number 2 for you, or you can react to that?
Yeah, sticking with the wide receivers, my number 2 bad was the lack of use of Demario Douglas.
Oh, wow.
I know it's convenient.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna let you know a little secret. I did not have my bads for this. I completely forgot about them. I struggled with this, so I'm just tagging along with Theo on this one.
Okay.
The lack of use of Demario Douglas. He is our key guy. They were talking about him. He's explosive. He makes plays. He's like, I don't know. He's like the wide receiver of Christian McCaffrey. I don't know. It's a horrible analogy.
No, he's more shifty than Christian McCaffrey, in my opinion. He's really shifty, but he's just not that good.
He's explosive.
He was a running back.
He's not. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like, he can make it happen. Like, there was the slant. There was a little slant yesterday. He caught the ball, brought it for like a 20-yard gain. He's just there, and he's just making plays, and I feel like we can use him much more.
Yeah, that's why I'm questioning it. Like, there's got to be something going on with him, because I don't understand why the coaching staff would not want him out there unless it's like Matt Patricia and like Kendrick Bourne back in 2022. Maybe Demario Douglas is questioning everything that Alex Van Pelt is doing, but that wouldn't make sense because they're putting him out there for like 60% of the snaps still. And Kendrick Bourne was not playing in 2022, that still pisses me off. But anyways, let's get into my last bad. You had him on the good list. There he is, Drake May. Okay, it's not just Drake May. It's actually Drake May's, what did I write? Oh, carelessness. Drake May's carelessness. He threw the pick. He was trying to throw it away. Worst throwaway attempt I've ever, like, me and you could throw that ball away. Because better than that. Because he threw it to the linebacker. He definitely was his worst game in the NFL by far. 100%. You can't, he threw for less passing yards than he has by a significant amount. I think it's 30 was separating lowest passing yard game. That didn't make sense, but what's the lowest amount of passing yards he's threw for in a complete game? It's got to be like 250. He threw for 168 or something like that. So, yeah, let's get to that. 1 touchdown. How many touchdowns did he have last week? 1. But he also ran for 1. He also didn't have a good game on the ground. He doesn't slide still. Took some big hits. That's the problem, that he needs to slide. And then he almost not threw the game away for you, because I don't think the defense was going to the offense was going to score, the Chicago's. But he almost had a pivotal interception again in the end zone when looked like he was trying to throw the ball away. He wasn't the reason you won that game. That's a fact. Yeah. The reason you won the game was because of the defense and Joey Sly, who we forgot to put on our good list. I'm wearing his jersey right now. Okay. It's definitely not a Jack Jones jersey. And if you lost the game, that was probably going to be on him, because or Ramondre fumbling the football, because the defense had a great day. Even if they let up a game-winning drive to Caleb Williams, I don't know how that would happen, but the defense had a great day, and you can't put that all on them, because Drake May needs to have a better day. He needs to stop getting cold. He needs to be consistent over having the hot flashes, because in the third quarter, he was non-existent. Second quarter until the end of even the first quarter, he wasn't great. He wasn't really great the entire game, like, if you think about it. The fourth quarter, he was good, which is kind of where you want him to be good, but he needs to start spreading out his good drives and not just having them bunched up. Like, he'll probably have like 2 good drives, and then he'll go silent for like 4 drives. End the game with 2 good drives. And anyways, you have a debate to that?
Yeah. So yeah, no, he didn't have his best game by any means, but I still put him on my good list, mostly because we won and he's our starting quarterback. But I think he also, he extended plays, and I'm not saying that like he definitely has bad drives, bad plays, but I'm still gonna blame that on the wide receivers because he had no targets, and when he did have targets, he hit them most of the time.
He threw behind Cooper on one route where he caught it. He was throwing behind players. He wasn't very accurate. I just got shushed. But yeah, anyways. Yeah. So what's your last bad if you didn't already do it?
My last bad is gonna be I have no idea. I think the team played pretty well.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
All right, there we go. 2 bads from Austin. That's okay. All right. Let's get into some housekeeping things here. Every single time I hit the mic, I gotta stop doing that. Okay. Anyways. Here's the stuff that I want to talk about. The Seahawks just signed. Who did the Seahawks just sign? Former Patriot. Take a wild guess. You definitely know who he is.
I'm gonna need a hint here.
He was on the team from 2019 to 2021. If I tell you the position, offense. I'm not telling you the position because you're gonna get it right away.
Offense. Oh, are they a wide receiver?
I can't tell you that because you're gonna get it right away if I tell you the position.
Is it Juju?
No, Juju wasn't on the team from 2019 to.
What? All right, give me the position.
Wide receiver.
It's Devontae Parker.
Nope. Come on. This guy is like the worst receiver to ever play for the Patriots.
I don't know. We've had a lot of bad receivers.
Yeah, think of the worst player you can think of.
The worst possible player that I can think of. All right. I'm actually. What team did he play on before the Patriots?
He didn't.
Oh. Oh my God! Why can I not think of his name? Oh my God. I know exactly who you're talking about.
I'm talking about N'Keal Harry.
Oh my God! Yes. We talked about him. Yesterday. I cannot think of his name.
We
talked about him on Saturday.
N'Keal Harry signed with the Seahawks. So interesting. Okay. Sorry. Ngaku, the guy that they signed, just changed his number.
He just changed his number to 55.
Yeah, he did. How'd you know that?
I saw your post. Everyone, follow Patriots 3.
Yeah, they already do. Okay, if they're watching this, most likely. But he changed his number from 97 to 55. So, interesting. So I technically have a Ngaku jersey. Yeah, just with the Uche on the back. All right, anyways. Some serious topics here. Marcus Jones. You are very fast and you're very good with the ball in your hands, but you got to learn how to catch the ball. 2 muffed punts from Marcus Jones.
Caught one against his helmet.
Yep, I counted that as a muff. Technically, it wasn't a muff. I just read the next thing on my thing here. Okay, anyways. But yeah, Marcus Jones, 2 muff punts, not gonna cut it, but he is very fast, so that's okay. All right.
What are we about to say? What are we about to say?
Talk about Marcus Jones for a second. Talk about Marcus Jones.
Marcus Jones, I love him. He's a fast. Theo's crashing out right now. I don't know what's happening. Marcus Jones he's a great player. He's great at extending plays. He'll run 30 yards and gain like 5, but that's okay because we still love him.
Okay. Ben Brown.
He's struggling right now. Okay, I have no idea what he's about to say about Ben Brown, but I'm really scared. Theo looks like he's crying, he's dying, all of the above. He's dying of laughter. I can't see it.
All right. Wow. Let's move on. Christian Gonzalez. This was very good.
Hey, what are you about to say? Hey, no, you gotta say it. You gotta say it. You gotta say it.
No, Christian Gonzalez was very good against DJ Moore. 4 snaps for Javon Baker. Polk had the touchdown. We talked about that. But Sione Takitaki, we talked about the linebackers. Sione Takitaki, Austin points to the autograph. I just knew it was. On the, what was that, like a something. Anyways, Takitaki injured, so that's another linebacker you're down. Hopefully he's not out for too long. Marcellus Dial and Dietrich Wise also out with injuries. But if you got anything else, Austin, say anything before we wrap this up.
I really like Del Pettis.
Same. All right, that'll do it. Follow us. YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Patriots 3, Austin Ray. See ya.